Well, this week, Greg Groogan had an opportunity to talk with Senator John Cornyn about a range of issues, from inflation to the Harris County Jail.
Senator, when I talk to everyday Texans, and I know you do it as well, they are really concerned about inflation. And I know you talk to the best minds in Washington. Where are we at? How responsible is the Biden administration?
You know, I thought that it was important during last year when we passed 5 different COVID-19 relief bills to do what we had to do in an emergency. This year continued, our Democratic friends continued to want to spend more borrowed money, and now they're not satisfied with the $2 trillion they spent so far. They want to spend another $5 trillion, and that's going to do nothing but drive up costs for working families, you know, from the kitchen table to the gas tank. In order to stop continuing to spend money we don't have and raising our credit card limit, there has to be some political accountability. And that's why we've made the point that if Democrats want to keep spending this borrowed money and stoking inflation, they're going to be the ones who are going to have to take responsibility for it.
We have a jail crisis in Houston where a 60-year-old female detention officer was raped inside the jail for 15 minutes. We had a young man who was special needs, 19-year-old first offender, beaten and stabbed to death. You know, when you hear these type of stories from places that you care about deeply, what is your reaction?
Well, first of all, you have to wonder how we got in this situation. And I think a lot of this has been a lack of respect for and support for our men and women in blue, for law enforcement. They're not perfect. They're human like the rest of us. Sometimes they make mistakes. But this whole idea you're going to abolish or defund the police and come up with, I think the word is reimagine public safety. It's just, it's a fantasy.
I know you're also keeping a very close eye on the Omicron variant. Your thoughts there? Is it a substantial threat?
But the good news with the Omicron, as I understand from Pfizer, the maker of one of the vaccines, is they believe that with two shots plus the booster, you essentially can gain protection, and that the Omicron is not as deadly as maybe some of the other variants. But we constantly have variants of viruses for seasonal flu. That's the reason why you get a flu shot if you're a vulnerable part of the population every year that's a little different than the year before. So we need to get back to, I believe, living with this virus, since I don't think it's going to go away. But I do encourage anybody and everybody who is vulnerable, who doesn't have natural antibodies to get the vaccine. I certainly have done that and encouraged everybody in my family and everybody I care about to do so.